Hello beautiful people, it's been a little while since we made any video. There's two main reasons for that. The first one is we needed to get this running for a week or so, just so I can get used to how it works and pick up any issues that we've got. There are one or two which we're going to go through later on in the video. And the second one is my phone. So my phone manufacturer decided to do a nice update for us, get us some new data and stuff on my phone, and it was like Skynet had taken over my phone. It kept freezing, it kept crashing, so I've been able to upload any videos, edit any videos, even write a text message. So if there's been any nuclear launches recently, or any financial crashes, blame my phone, because that update drove me nuts for over a week. So, yeah. So what we've been up to? We've been up to a few little things. We've got a few modifications done. And today I plan on getting coasters, fish coasters on the back there. I've got the wire for the lights to sort out. I want to make the backy shower in the middle there. I want to open up a couple of those holes so we get more water flow coming through. And then we'll give the filters a bit of a clean. And yeah, so we've had one or two issues. We'll go through them later on. What I want to do first is chat about the competition. Tell you what, let's move over to the main pond. There's more light over there. So yeah, competition time. Now, only one person has re-entered the competition, so if you've put 3 entries on, then you need to go and put them back, because to make it fair for everybody, I started the whole thing again. So if you want your chance to win a homemade filter and a £50 koi voucher, which is currently for Perfect Aquatics, but I will change it if you're overseas, or if you want somewhere closer to you, and we'll change it for that. Within reason, same value, as long as I can buy it online, get it sent to you, it's no problem. So yeah, the competition. Guess the amount, pounds or pence, how much it cost Matt to build the new pond. 3 guesses, and I'm going to change one of the rules. So if you put your guess in, I will give you an arrow, whether you're higher or lower. And whether you need to put your guess higher or guess lower. And I won't take that guess away from you. So if you guess again, and you're further away, then it will still count. Just to make it a bit more interesting. Not so complicated. Give people more confidence to guess. So currently there's only one guess that's back now, and that guess is quite a way away actually, so it's a good chance for you to win a really good prize. Now originally I said I wanted the prize competition to run up until my birthday, which is the 14th of October. But I think I'm going to make it a little bit longer now, because my finances aren't great. We had one major expense that we didn't plan on. I locked my keys for the car in the car along with the dog, so I had to get an emergency locksmith out, and that cost me 250 quid. So what I was going to use to build the filter, the money, yeah, that's all gone. So it's going to take me another month or so to build my cash back up until I can confidently go out and buy the bits I need. So anyway, we'll crack on with the video. I'll catch you in a bit, guys. Now, that's the first major filter clean we've done. And oh my god, look how much media has come out under the grid. So, that's pretty much bloody half of it what I've put in. And there's still a shite ton in there. So I think what I'm going to do is we're going to take all of this media out and replace it with something larger, like K2 or something, K3. And I'm going to take all of this media and put it into the Easy Pod. And the K1 micro that's in the Easy Pod, I hate it. I absolutely hate the stuff. It gets through the grids, gets into the pond somehow still, goes backwards in the system, it squashes up. This stuff is much better, it doesn't squash. See, the K1 micro is pretty much the inner core of this, so it just squishes. So that K plus is going to be a lot better in the Easy Pod. And then what we'll do with the K1 micro is we will go out and we will get some kind of Hessian sack, shove it all into a Hessian sack, and when I use the paddling pull, I'll put the Hessian sack into that paddling pull filter and we'll use it like that. So it's not going to get wasted, none of it. It just means you've got to spend out a little bit more money, but it can wait for now, possibly the winter time when there's less. Still looks dirty as hell in there. Good morning, beautiful people. You can see these guys settled in pretty nicely now. It's like they'd never been away. Want some food, so we'll sort them out in a minute. And over here, as you can see, we've got everything apart. Yeah, don't worry. Oh, I fell over then. There's nothing majorly wrong. As yesterday, we went out and we got a brand new air stone because just having one in here was making it bubble up and all the media was sitting on the other side. It wasn't rotating like I wanted it to. So with that, we got this brand new air stone from a new place we found. And I've got a little video of that coming out. I've delivered it. So when I dropped it in, it made the other air stone go off because they're different sizes. That's one size, as you can see, different sizes. So yeah, when I put them in, one went off, so we wiggled it about a bit, and at different heights they did work, but I want them both down the bottom. So what we had to do, I just have to empty this barrel as well. Bloody spider webs. That's all over my phone. Come here. So we had to empty that out. And we also found that underneath the grids, where the barrels bow out when they're full of water, the media can get underneath. So we're going to sort that out. We're going to sort out the other grids. So I've sorted both the grids out. We're going to try and sort out these tops as well, because they seem to be letting the media through. Oh, that stinks, that barrel. That of crap in there after just like 3 days is unreal. Yeah. My plan of having it been about a month before we have to clean them out is going to be woefully. So I'm just taking the media out, and there some seems to have gone. And then look, tell you what, look at the fish for a minute. I can't get my hand in there to get that out. Yeah, so 5 or 6 bits. Oh, I might need to use both hands. So yeah, what I'm going to have to do is put another grid around the outside of that and make it so the media can't get through. I'm hoping that none's got down that grid and gone through there, because that leads to the pump. I can only get my fingers in. So yeah, we're going to put those to get back together, drain the rest of the media out. I need to tip it upside down to get it out from the bottom of this barrel. So that's going to be the next thing. Then we're going to put it back together. Then we're going to get in the pond, because I've got something else turned up. It's going to be a little bit of a surprise. And these guys are doing alright, even though the air's just on. The amount of crap floating in there, just from overnight pooing. Come on, guys. You're supposed to keep this pond clean. Look at that. That is all just poo sacks. Yep. Right, so I'm going to crack on with that. And then come back to you in a bit. There we go. That's the grids all extended. We've got both of these with a new grid on the top. It's going to sit, and I can twist it so we can make it so that the media can't get through. And these are going to be a nightmare to get in, these 2 tables. There's the one there. It was only just about going when they was not extended. Oh, bloody rain. Right, let's work quick. So now what I've got to do is empty the barrels out. Try and get them turned upside down so that all the black media comes out. So let's do that. So each one now, each down pipe or up pipe has now got a crown on top. So basically a second grid. The grids in the bottom now come slightly up in the barrel. So they curve down, kind of like, and they come in. So they're wedged right against. Probably seeing this one actually. It's best to my ability. Hopefully no media should slip between that now. So that one's got another crown on it. And it's just basically now getting them back into position. After what, how long have I been battling this? Oh, well, it was about 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock. It's now, can't see, it's probably about 2-3 o'clock now. Let's have a look. What have we got? We've got 3. Yeah, 10 past 3. So that's taken 4 hours. Brutalness. Trying to get those grids into place was an absolute effing nightmare. Gone for another 100 or so cable ties. Made a load more mess. And now we can get this grid back, these barrels back. I've got to do that, I've got to rig it all back up. Get the airlines sorted. Open that valve because the pond is now full of crap, literally full of crap. Today's jobs. Yourself my early birthday present. Filters are all going again now. And that is much better. Much better on the moving bed. Still, I am going to get myself a better air pump one day. Probably something that's like 90 litres an hour, because this is only 30 what's running this now. Worked it out. Put that in. So, you've got everything installed. Just that to sort out over the back there. Because the only 2 pieces of pipe I had are too small. And plus, they belong to that. So I'm going to get tidied up. Put those there for a second. I'm going to get everything tidied up. And I'm going to head out for another night's fishing. Because we did well yesterday. Had a really nice flounder. And some kind of shark thing. Dogfish or something. Never had one before, so I don't know what I was catching. But we did alright. We had a couple of tiny bass as well. We'll see if we can try and get a bigger one day. There we go. These guys should be settling, but get the window and have a clean. I'm pretty much cleaning it every other day now. So that's gone. And then my new installation is that. What that is, you'll have to see later. So, I treat myself. Myself an early birthday present. So, we will catch you in a bit, guys. Leave it. Alright, so we're filling back up now. Shouldn't be too long. I'm going to fill it up to maximum. Then we're going to let all the water in it. I'm looking at the state of the water. It's come out of the filter. Nasty. And that'll give them a decent 30% change. Yeah, so once we've done that, and done that, we'll get rid of that water. We'll get rid of get some fresh in there, and we'll get a few out. Give them a scrape. But before I do that, I've got to go up the shop and get a new plug, because the plug I use for the microscope is a plug that I nicked from my razor, which I then nicked for the vary pump on this, which then promptly went and blew the fuse. So It's only got a silly 1 amp fuse on it, so go and get a new one. And then we can do some scrapes and see what's going on. There's quite a lot of scum on the top here. And once I think we've got the scrapes and everything done, I'll go and get some decent bacteria, because it's now a week and there's a lot of nitrate and stuff in there now for the bacteria to munch on. As if I put the bacteria straight in, there'd be nothing for it to munch on. So the media is starting to colour up already, so there is bacteria in there, which is going to give it a big boost. Pond bomb or something. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. So, still working out what to do with this media. I think I'm going to do what I said. This white stuff can come out, go over to the Easy Pod along with all the fresh stuff that's still in the shed. The Easy Pod media can come out and go into a sack. It can be stored until I need the paddling pool again. Now this black media is also coming out, but not as much as the white one was coming out. So if I can see if there's got a black K2, I might take this black stuff out and sack that up as well. Yeah. Bleeding wasp. Hate wasps. Go away. I had one fly straight across the car park, sting me right in the Adam's apple once. Bloody things. It's this time of year they start getting angry as well. Right then. Almost there. I'll cut back to you once we've got the filters going again. So we put some clay in for these guys. It's not a dirty window. I've cleaned the window. It should settle over the next couple of days. Should help with the water quality. Right. Helping with a bit of appetite as well for the ones that are spitting out food. And yeah, I'm just going to head out now and see if we can find some bacteria start off, lactobacillus or whatever. And we'll get some more blanket ants up. And I need the plug as well, so we can do some scrapes, and I'll probably wait till tomorrow once the water's a bit clearer. We'll do another water test tomorrow. And that one was terrible. Bright yellows. Hang on, let's go on to bright yellow now. So ammonia's gone down. That was green. That is terrible. Jesus. So, I have to get some salt as well. Get that down. Yeah. So I'm gonna head out, get what I need, and we'll come back to you in a bit, guys. Time to give these guys a scrape. I've got the microscope set up. We've got wound kit if we need it, scrape card. Back there we've got all the slides. Blue bowl up, ready to go. A brand new net. All we need now is these guys. So I'd like to show you how to scrape a fish, but harden a fish and a scrape card and a phone, it's not going to be possible. So I'm going to get a few out, get them scraped up, and we'll show you the results. So first up, got the shear rope, number 12, steering lovely. Now, the reason I've started off with a shear rope is that is one of the bigger fish. So it's going to be slightly easier to scrape, so get it done first off, and we get to smaller fish later on. And it just eases me into scraping. Now let's see what we can find. Hopefully, nothing. So we found fluke, and we found something that was a browny, greeny colour. Brown like trick, but it didn't have that sorry blade thing in the middle of it. It just had like rotating spheres in it. And that was a 10 times mag and 40 times mag. So we found quite a few of them. One fluke on 3 fish. So I think tomorrow I'll get a few more fish out. As you can see, they're all in hiding down the bottom. Didn't like that. Yeah, you'll be alright, guys. So we did the kitsuri, we did the shiro where we found the fluke, and we did the asagi. So on the asagi and the kitsuri we found the brown things, and yeah, on the shiro we found a fluke, but only one fluke. And actually, now I've done that treatment yesterday, there's a lot less flashing going on. We've done a water change, so I'm going to go off now and get some salt and yeah, some bacteria start of some description, because I think it's probably the high nitrate that was making them flash. So yeah, one fluke is nothing to really warrant getting the PP out. So yeah, I'm going to head off. I'm going to go and see if I can get to Rumsey, which is quite a way away. And it is now, yeah, it's now 2:30. So I'll jump in the car and go and get a few bits that I need. I want to try and get a koi sock as well. Oh, and today we also got a nice statue. So hopefully that little Buddha thing bring me some luck. Yeah, look at this pond. And so far we're doing alright. Right. There we go. Now these guys will probably be back on the feed a bit later on. We'll leave them. We'll let them calm down and come back to the window. We're still a bit cloudy, but yesterday we put the clay in. If you saw the window yesterday, look how much that's cleared in just a single day. I've got a few water splashes here that I'll sort out when I get back. Other than that, we're good. Right, so I'll catch you in a bit, guys, because I gotta get going. Oh, good morning, beautiful people. You sat down there like I said, motherfucker. noticing that fish coming up to feed and spitting out food. Right. What's going on with you, mate? And everybody else is happy as Larry. He ain't happy at all. Now that there doesn't seem to be getting any worse. It actually seems to be clearing up a little bit. Little knob. Is that cat box or what? I'll get him out. There's a few tasks to do today. Hello, baby. We'll have that fish out today. And we'll have the Yakamatsuba out to have a look at. So yesterday we got that done. Though I like it, what I don't like is the fact that those two 90s don't match. So I think I have OCD as well. Because that shouldn't annoy me. It should just like, oh, that's alright. Works. But no, it don't match the other pipework. It's because those two were ordered from a different site rather than the original site. Even though the picture was the same as the ones that I've ordered already. There we go. That's all put back together now. How it should be. Got to get a little bit more flow going. And we've got to get the plants in. And the last task is order wire for the lights. It hasn't tucked itself in at the back. We've got to peg those up underneath. So that's my jobs for today. And possibly give the filters a bit of a clean out. And do a bit of a water change. Because I'm going to need to drop the water level so I can hammer the nails in. And they're not going to like that, but it's going to be done. Yeah. He's not sitting completely clamped up. Shiro's doing lovely, and I'm hoping that little bit of steamy on the head is going to join up. A little bit of it's gone. Saragi's doing well. I love the fact that Benny's coming up now. And you see this little bit of seamy patch right in the middle of her head. Tiny little spot. I'm hoping that joins up. If you can come across from the other side as well, you get a really nice head pattern. And apart from that one fish and the Akamatsuba, he seems to be doing alright. Let's crack on with today's jobs. Yeah, so we got new plants in. Yeah, I know they look a bit messy. I'm not a gardener. So tomorrow, have a look about getting slates on the back. Have a look at the backy shower because it's for some reason at the top there it's dripping. So that might just be needing to take a look at the spray bar a little bit. And then we're going to increase the water flow. And then we are going to fix up those lights. Now, it took me a little bit longer to sort them plants out than I'd originally planned. So I've been messed the fish around, clouded the water up, and I was scraping the gravel. So that gravel filter's working pretty well. Yeah, it's still a little bit skittish. So, I'm going to leave the rest till tomorrow. What are you up to? Sniffing for pellets, aren't you? So, mate, you want feeding? You girls. You girls. Get you some food in a minute. Yeah. Hungry. Hungry. Some food. I want some food. Oh, lovely. I want some food. Hungry. Oh, nice. Lovely, dog. What's the matter? What are you coughing for? Right, so we're going to leave it there and come back tomorrow. Catch you later, guys. Right, I think I've come up with a solution to cleaning these barrels out properly. Because the taps are a nightmare. They don't give enough flow. The only way they give enough flow is to take the tap off, and I've got to get this piece of pipe here and hold it against the barrel while it drains out. And there's no room to put a ball valve where the tap is. So if I take the two slates the barrel sat on now and put them at the bottom and put the bricks so the bricks support the barrel, then I can put a 4-inch flange in the bottom of the barrel and a little piece of pipework that's going to come off like I've done on the moving bed barrel where it comes out, and a rubber boot down to 1.5 inches and a small piece of 1.5 inch pipe down to a 90 at the bottom. Then from that 90 a ball valve, and then after the ball valve another 90 to take it back along out the front, and then I can add some pipe work to the front that will take it down to the drain so I don't get soaking feet like I've got now. That should work because the rubber 90 will be directly down, and it won't be, if I went 4-inch pipe work coming out and then to a reducer and then to the ball valve, it's going to be wobbly for the pipe work at the bottom. If it's directly attached to the filter, you should get away with it because it's only going to be dropping vertical, and then I can use the tiles to rest the ball valve on. That should work. And if I do the same with this one, this one's made up of a lot more intricate though to get it to the right height. I can try and do the same with that one. It should be good, and then come out in this middle part. That should be better. So yeah, if I do the same like I've done here underneath, that as it's wobbly there, it'll only be vertical, and that should negate my issue of not being able to drain the water out quick enough to get all the crap out. And I'll have to address the media and change that for K2 floating. The black media I'm going to use on the tank indoors. There's K plus that I've got in this barrel, will go to the easy pod, and the K1 micro will go in a Hessian sack, and that will be used for the paddling pool filter. And I think that solves all my problems filter wise, because the flow on these is just pathetic. Doesn't take anything out, and if I take it off I get all the media coming out. So I'll change to a larger media. That should be good. So as you can see, we've still got bits of crap left in the media. So I'm going to have to do for this one is what I've done with the other one. Let's get another air stone. I'm going to need another one of those valvey things, which took about a year to arrive, but get another one of those, and we'll split inside like we've done with the other one, so I've got air coming up both sides, because at the moment it's bubbling one-sided, and without taking it all apart, taking all the media out, I can't readjust the position of the air bar. So that I think is going to be the best option. The only other thing to do would be to get a little small air ring and place at the bottom, so that I've got a circular airflow, water flow. So that is my main issues with the filter, and all I've got to do now, clean out this side. It doesn't get as shitty as the other side because it doesn't really hold the shit. It's just a bacteria breeder. So we'll get this one drained out, and yeah, I suppose I could show you the issue I've got. So pause up a second. Right then, we're ready. All I've got to do is put that to there, and that up in there. And as you can see, it's a nightmare. The pipe's a little bit long. I want it to go down there, and at the end, it's too much. The pipe don't bloody fit. If I've got another piece of pipe. Oh, that's just bleeding typical. That piece is too short. That piece is too short. That piece is also too short. And that piece down there is too long. So I'm going to have to do what I've done before. Drain it onto the gravel. Which is not ideal, because it makes the gravel all shitty. But until I can get it sorted properly, I have to make do and mend. Right, so first things first, undo that a bit. This is going to be tricky with one hand. I hold that with me, and excuse the filming for a second. Right, stand back because it comes out like crazy. do is drop that, and do that. Yeah, what a nightmare. It was supposed to be just the taps connected to a hose pipe that went down the drain. That's completely useless. And what I forgot to do now is put my basket to catch the media. So it's all going to go into the gravel. Hold on, Carlos. Bloody idiot. Let's have to make do. I have to back up now because my feet. The things we do for koi keeping, eh? Right, let's get my feet out of the water. I didn't put my waders on because I know I've got to put my waders on later. And they absolutely kill my ankles. So, oh shit, lost the camera. Oh, you see how long it takes? The arm's aching already, even with that. So I'm thinking, get the drains in underneath, and we'll be alright. It's this one here, the actual solid, that's going to be more difficult. On solid base. And getting wet feet again. Do you know what? Can't be bothered. It's killing my arm. Let's grab that. Alright, because I can now know, as you can see by the way the water's coming out. Put my finger in. You get a wind around. That leg there is coming across it. In a little minute. But this is not ideal. Here it comes. Starting to get media coming out. That's nothing. 3 pieces. You can see when it comes, it starts to get, so there we go. That's more like it. Fucking thing. It's like a fruit machine paying out, isn't it? And you get to this bit where it's just not enough power. Your finger in and wiggle it around. There's more to come out. That leg is, for some reason, that leg should be over here. I think something's gone on with the grid, which is why we're getting so much. And that's nothing. Right then, let's go and get the hose pipe, turn that on, spray it out. You can see how much media is trapped in there. Shitloads. Alright, a family problem. As you can see, get it out of the way. Right down there, you can see the grids come apart. Big gap where it should be media. That is where all the media is disappearing to. A little bit of a spray around, try and avoid that gap. what to do. I'll try and sort it out today. Yeah, we'll have to sort it out today. Alright then. Catch you back in a bit, guys. Just look at that lot. And it's still piling out. Ah! Straight in the face. That's fucking drowned. Ah. Yeah, I've got to sort this out. It's a fucking nightmare. Ah. Yeah, design was shit, Carlos. Doesn't done what you thought it was going to do. Look at that lot. Right, we'll sort that out. The amount of crap that's come out as well. That is oh shit. I didn't think that side was that bad. Right then, let's sort this out. Well, I know I said I'd be back in a little bit. I didn't expect that to take all day. It's now 4:45. I've still got to get all the media there in. The pond is full of floating crap. Go indoors and get a drink. One. Dog's trying to lick an empty bottle. Yeah, so that took bloody hours. I've got the grid back in as best I can. There's still a couple of gaps in there. But I'm figuring there's no point trying to fix it completely until I have got A, new media, and B, the bits to do the bottom. Put the new bottom drains in. It was one thing I did put in on the design, and I was thinking about it. So I put in the drain from the bottom. I wish I did. And there we go. So I've worked that out to come out of there. Rubber boot, 90, another 90, ball valve. That should conquer that. The only other thing I wish I'd have done is put a ball valve here, but then it was going to push it right out. That would have meant then I could have drained the barrels back through, but it still wouldn't have got out the bottom crap. So maybe, and it all gets moved and set up somewhere else eventually, we can add that on. I've left a bit of pipe work there, so it could be a possibility. Yeah, it took me long enough to build it. Right now, I do not want to take it apart. Where's me fish? Let's have a look. What's going on? Oh, that clarity. The amount of crap that's in there floating around. Terrible. It doesn't look like when it's clear, when it's running properly, that it's there's anything in the bottom. Obviously, this is all the poos these guys have done. Well, it's took me all day to get going, get it finished. Alright, so I'm going to go and take the dog out. She's pestering me. And then when we come back, hopefully, it's still very tacky. I'll put a bit more sealant around there, just try and combat that area. combat that leak. Whether it works or not, don't know. Right. Yeah, right. Let's take the dog out. I'll catch her in a bit, guys. Oh, good morning, beautiful people. And we've come to pretty much the end of the video because we're getting towards an hour. And we don't like to run over the hour. So I'm going to end the update video here. Because I've got a double road trip coming up, which I'm excited about. One place we've been to before, the other place we haven't. So it's going to be exciting to see behind the camera what the goings on there. And I'm not going to tell you where we're going, but I'm going to give you a clue. It's currently a building site, and it's going to get a bigger building site. Right. That's where we're off to. So the update, this pond is running pretty sweetly. Bloody oak tree. I'm going to get in there and try and cut that down a bit more. So we're not getting plagued by so many bloody leaves. Although that tree, that's the only living branch on it. The rest of it's dead. The sooner it comes down, the better. Well, I can't afford to take it down. So I'm hoping that the council will come along one day and go, we need to take that out before it kills somebody. Right. So what have we done with the update? We have got the flow rate in the backy shower increased. It's now trickling through a little bit better. I think I'm going to open up the rest of the hole, so see how that progresses. I'll just use my steps a second. Cheers, mate. Lazy fucker. Right. So the water level is doing alright in that. Still only trickling through though. So what we've done, we've put the lights in, and you will see the lights in action on the vision, because I actually put that into the vision. I was making both videos at the same time as we went along. So. And we're running pretty sweetly now. We do need to increase the air pump. We've got our eyes on a heater for the winter. Just a case of saving up for it. This barrel can do it. Now why is that? It needs to do. Tinted ton more. Right, we're doing okay. I'll figure out a way of. I might cut those crown bits off of this one so it's smooth for it to go over. And this one, never get any easier to get hit by a load of flies when I open it. That is running pretty sweetly. Although already we do look like we're clean, that'll happen tomorrow. A long trip today. Need all the fish, go down the bottom. So yeah, we've got everything running pretty well. Right then, let's get on the road. So I will see you in the next episode, guys. And thanks for watching, thanks for liking, subscribing, supporting the channel. And we'll get back to you very soon.